take some time today to update you on two things that are related to kind of the pension and medical and benefits world particularly for our pastors. So the first thing I want to update you on is medical deductible. Brief recap, I know a lot of you know this, but here's the situation. It has been our policy through the Commission on Ministry that pastors were able to receive what's called direct reimbursement for out-of-pocket medical expenses. So a pastor would submit medical bills, copies of medical bills, co-pays, things like that, to the church or to the employing organization. The employing organization would then reimburse them directly for those expenses. This method of doing it used to be tax advantaged, which means that income, that reimbursement, was not considered taxable. That changed a number of years ago, but we simply just missed it. And that is now considered a taxable form of income. And so we have been working since we discovered this a couple months ago with the Board of Pensions and also Further, who manages the flexible spending account program for the Board of Pensions, to come up with a solution that will allow this practice to continue in a tax-advantaged way. We are still working on that solution. Nothing in this world is ever fast or quick, and so there's been a lot of emails going back and forth. We've been through things with the legal office at the Board of Pensions, through the plan operations, and now working with Further, the flexible spending account provider as well. So we're working on it, I promise. You haven't heard anything directly from me in a while, but I promise more information is coming soon. Hold tight on that. The second thing is that we have known for a while a significant change in the Board of Pensions program was coming, specifically as it relates to medical coverage. So that's the first thing I want to say. If you see things posted online or if you read things that talk about the change in the Board of Pensions plan, what you first need to understand is that things like pension, temporary disability, and things like that are not being impacted by any of this change. The dues for things like that are not changing. The cost for that is not changing. It's staying at 10%. Those programs will largely be administered the same way that they were before. And actually, in some ways, it's even better because what used to be called minister's choice, which is only open to ministers, will now be open to any employee working more than 20 hours a week. And that's phenomenal, and I'm super excited about it. And especially for a lot of our non-pastor employees, could have major, major implications around pension and things like that. That's a great change. And I want you to know that first. The pension, the income security side things, that's not changing. Nothing's being touched there. It's all good news on that front. The medical side is changing significantly, and we're going to talk about the details of that at some point. But here's what I want you to know. This change has a lot of ramifications. First, for COM. There are some questions COM needs to answer first about how we're going to implement the changes the Board of Pensions has made within Pittsburgh Presbytery. And we don't know that yet. We don't know that because we are not fully briefed on the plan yet. That's going to happen this month. There are 2 gatherings. 3 of us from the staff are actually going at the end of this month out to Philadelphia to meet with representatives of the Board of Pensions to be brought fully up to speed on how the new plan will work and what options there are and things like that. So we are working on this. The second thing to know, and this will actually be in the newsletter next week, we already have scheduled a meeting with our Board of Pensions rep, Emily Chuddy, for June 5th of this year. We're going to have that in person. We're also going to live stream it. By then, COM will have met. We will have made some policy decisions. So we are working on this. You may be inclined to panic when you see some of the numbers that are coming out. The new kind of flat due structure. Please don't panic. Please don't panic. This is going to have major implications and major ramifications. I'm not denying that. But what I'm telling you is we are not going to leave you to figure this out on your own. We are working diligently on this already. And I want to make sure, again, when we roll this out, that you have the best information, the most accurate information, so we don't have a repeat of what's happened this year with medical deductible. And so I just want you to hear that directly from me. We know in the grand scheme of things, you don't want to worry about your benefits. I get that. I understand that. It's our job to worry about it for you. So we're worried about it right now. I'm already crunching numbers. I've got an Excel spreadsheet open right now. I'm running numbers for next year. We are working on this. And when we have clear answers and more information, we will get it to you in every way that we can, through video, through live streamed events, through that kind of stuff. So